right, good morning, everyone. We are here this morning at one of our favorite restaurants in the community. It's locally owned. We're doing our chamber member spotlight, and we are here with the owners of RaeZack's here in Helenwood, Tennessee, Dan and Michelle. Good morning to you all.
Good morning.
How are you all doing this morning?
Doing great.
Well, you all, so this is one of our favorite restaurants in Scott County. It's because obviously you all, I've made the comment a while back that this restaurant, the food is great, but it's more about the atmosphere, and that's kind of what you all had set up. But first, let's go back. How long have you all been in business here at RaeZack's now?
December of 13.
Yes. So
Wow.
it'd be 9 years.
9 years. And when you all started, I know immediately you had to expand, because did you have any idea that it was going to be like that for you all? Like it was going to go that big, that fast? The smile on his face.
And we had a lot of people tell us that we wouldn't make it here, that our restaurant wouldn't make it here. But we went full force in January of 14, right? So full force, and then we had to expand. Well, we started the expansion in June, and it was done by August.
Wow.
So yeah, but we did have a lot of people that told, they just don't last there, and it just won't make it.
In the spot that you're
Yeah.
in, because it is it is kind of an odd spot in the way, because it is off, like it's kind of sitting in the strip by itself, but I think that makes it unique. You're kind of sitting right in the middle of the community, and people can come from either direction and grab lunch or breakfast or whatever. So tell me what inspired you all to open a restaurant. I know we've heard this story before, but I just wanted to refresh people that maybe haven't heard it.
I've always wanted to own a restaurant, or be in the food, a waitress, or when I was a little girl I always would take orders, and I had a now I hide in the kitchen.
She's lost the ability to take orders.
From me, anyway.
And so I had a waitress, I had an apron and a book, a guest book, and just take orders, for the family and all that. So this has always just kind of been my dream, and I would always kid, I would be at the Trust Shop, which is a family owned. We own that too, and I would tell Dad, why didn't you start a restaurant or a convenience store or something? Not a Trust Shop.
Right.
So that's just kind of how it started. So.
Well, and when you started, you really did incorporate your whole family into the business, didn't you? Because even today, it's your family. A lot of your family.
A lot of the family,
working,
yes.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Now, let's ask this. So, after 9 years plus of working this, is this still your dream? Are you living your dream?
It is. It really is. I love it. When it's busy and it's just hectic and crazy, and and we're trying to get orders out, and we got rolls of tickets that we're trying to get out. I love it. I'm not gonna say I hate the decision making and the the everyday stuff that just kind of weigh you down. But as far as the dream, I love it.
You're living it.
Yeah.
Well, now, I know that you all, we're coming through COVID, and you all you made it through. It's hard on you all, because we had just talked about that before the video started, and made the comment of, you went to drive-through only to keep the community safe and keep your employees safe and kind of all that. And you kind of, what I was taking from it, you kind of lost that whole element of what the restaurant was about, community, because you weren't able to come in. Is that right? And
Yes. When people did finally get to start coming in, they was like, gosh, I feel so good just come in and socialize. And that's the part everybody misses, including us.
Yeah.
yeah, because on the Friday night, it's your fish fry.
Yes.
And I remember, I have a friend who's brought their mother in, and they had lost, she'd lost her husband, and he was like, the fish is great, but it's so important for her to be able to see. And it is kind of the restaurant when y'all walk in the door and you're like, everybody stops and looks, who is it? Who's coming in? But now, even you, Dan, you don't get to be in here a lot. You're back on the road some now. But when you come in, it's every single customer you're out talking to. Michelle, you're the same way. You really do love your community, don't you?
Yes, we do.
Now, you all, speaking of community, you're big community players. You really give back to the community. You all have something that you started. What is this, the third year?
This is our third.
And just tell us about what you all do for Thanksgiving.
We started 3 years ago. giving away free turkey and dressing dinners. And we give them to anyone and everyone, not just the needy, but just anyone that wants to come and enjoy this, just enjoy a hot meal. You know, whether they are home alone or whether they are just cooking for 2 or 3 and you know, or they can't afford it, or they just want to get out and be with other people, you know, and I want them to come from all around. And my dream is every year, the first year we fed like 300 and something, last year we fed 400 and something, this year hopefully 500 or plus. Every year I want to go up, I want to reach the thousands. Wow. I want to reach the thousands from just everywhere. And it's just a blessing. It's just and this year it's kind of different for us. I don't know if because it is COVID, but it really is. It's just kind of different because I feel like that we're getting out there, we're getting our name out there where we are giving these free dinners away, and I feel like people plan it, you know, that, and it makes me feel special that, you know, they're get to come here and eat and get loved on. And last year we just did kind of drive-through only, and it took away from that. But this year I feel like it's going to be different, and I hope it's full. I hope it's just full, and I hope the food is multiplied and the people multiply, and I just really hope. And it's just a blessing.
Well, I know it's all hands on deck for your family because your whole family comes in, and I know that there's some community people that come in and help volunteer. But so, like, tell us what that day looks like for y'all. When do you all get started that morning? Dan, are you even up? I mean, is it, or do you like start? Are you already?
What just happened?
I need him here for the muscles to lift up all the bands. So I'm like, let me get it all cooked up, and actually we actually have already started, you know, prepping all this stuff, and you know, and that morning we get started pretty early because we do it from 11 to 2, and so yeah, it's pretty early that we get started that morning.
And they're usually already waiting.
Yeah.
To get in.
Yeah.
I love that it's about, I mean, because a lot of times when you hear a free meal, you will think of people that are needy, maybe a homeless situation or whatever, but that really isn't what this is. It's just for anyone. And whether, like you said, you're alone or you just, you know, maybe it is just you and you're not necessarily alone in the realm, but you don't want to cook. You don't have anything. You're just by yourself.
Right.
And like to be low. And do you get to come out and be on the floor, or are you back in the kitchen?
I'm back in the kitchen. And I miss that. But like I said, my dream is where it's happening back there, you know, and the rush of it. And so that's what I like doing, is doing that. And he likes being out here, and I always said he could talk to a tree and make it talk back. So.
Politicking.
And I'm not running for nothing.
Now, you know, next year's a big election year. You might want to rethink that. I'm just
running
saying.
from is her.
So you all, so the Thursday again is the big community, but are you all content with this size, or do you feel like there's plans to expand down the road? Oh gosh,
We're content.
You're content.
We're happy.
You know, I can tell you honestly, the only complaint we have about RaeZack's, and y'all are already probably going to know, is like when you all selfishly want to be about your family and have a vacation, we're like, RaeZack's is closed this week. We're like, what do they mean they're closed? What are we supposed to do for, you know, chicken strips and our salads, and or you know, you all do. I love that about you all. It's in the realm of at the visitor center, it may be a little inconvenient to tell that visitor, because we love sending our visitors to the local restaurants, but it may be able to say, well, you know, in our minds we're thinking RaeZack's at home, but I love that you're about family. You all take that time off and you spend it with your family. While this is important, family really is a big deal for you all.
It really is. It really is, because the first 6 years, say, we just spent hours. I mean, daylight to dark here, open to close, and it wore us out. And it really did. It was every day that we was here, you know, just about every day. And even on like Saturdays, and, you know, and we never did get to enjoy anything. And our daughter wrote, Rayleigh, which is a waitress here too, and hopefully one day she's going to take over. But she wrote her 8th grade letter and read it. You know, they write it 8th grade and then they read it their senior year, you know. Yeah, that time capsule letter. And what it is Mom and Dad opened up the restaurant, and they spend all their time there, you know, and it just really did something to us, because that was from 8th grade to her senior year, that, you know, we was just always here. And then we drug her into it, so now she's always here. But, you know, it's just, and we just love spending time with family, and you know, and I know it hurts a lot of people, and I don't know if "hurts" the right word to use on that, but it might upset a lot of people that we're closed on Saturdays and you know, Mondays, Saturday, Sunday, Monday we're closed. But I think that's been the best decision we've ever made.
That's great.
Is, you know, and being able to have that Saturdays.
The only way it hurts us is we can't get our sweet potato casserole fixed. I mean, if y'all never tried the sweet potato casserole here, you need to, because it's a dessert in itself. I'm always, everybody that I come with, like, we always bring our state people in and everything, and I'm always like, they want the sweet potato casserole, and they go, do I? And I'm like, yes, you do, because I want it, and I just want a bite of it, and it's not the calories if I don't order it, so there we go. Well, I know that you've got to get on the road, Dan, and get some work done and outside of the restaurant, and I know you all have got a lot going on, but I just really appreciate you all being a part of the community. I love your family. The chamber loves your family. This community loves you all so much. And yeah, we may get upset, but it's because your food is good and the atmosphere is amazing. It really is about more than a dining experience, about coming in and seeing your family. That's how you make us feel that we're your family. So thank you all so much for what you give to Scott County. And you know, if you do want to expand, let us know first. We'll get the word out for you, okay? I hope you have a great Thanksgiving.
You all too. And we do want to add that we love this community, and we appreciate the community supporting us like they have. And, you know, and they're just always just so friendly and nice, and, you know, we don't hardly ever get any complaints, and we love that. And when they come in and they hug us and they want to know where we are, you know, even if I'm hiding back there in the kitchen or he's gone, you know, they're always wondering where we are. And you know, that makes you feel good. That makes you feel good. So we appreciate the community, and we appreciate the chamber. We appreciate you all. This is just great.